Theruvan Saranai. Good evening, Venerable Mahasangha, Sayalays and brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. We'll start by saying Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today is Dhammasaṅgaṇī lesson 7. It's part 3 of Vedanā Tika. During the last 2 discussions, we spoke about the 3 terms of the Vedanā Tika. Sukhāya vedanāya sampayuttā dhammā, Dukkhāya vedanāya sampayuttā dhammā, and Adukkamasuukkhāya vedanāya sampayuttā dhammā. Today, what we are going to discuss is the answer to the exercise which we gave last week, that is to categorize the components of the Vedanā Tika according to aggregates, bases, elements, and noble truths. So first, we'll start with Sukhāya vedanāya sampayuttā dhammā, our first term. The analytical states that fall under this term are the 63 Sukhāya vedanāya sampayuttā citta. That is according to the 5 jhana system. If we consider the 4 jhana system, then we will get 52. However, we will consider 63 for ease of analysis. So out of the 63, 19 are kamavachara. We get the 4 mahakusala, 4 akusala. They are the lobha chitta, which are somanassa sahagata. 6 kusala vipaka. Now, how did we get the 6 kusala vipaka? We got 4 from the mahakusala, which are somanassa sahagata, and we got the sukha vedana body consciousness, and also the somanassa sahagata santirana. So 4 plus 2, we get 6, and we got 5 kriya. Those are the 4 mahakriya and the hasitukpada. Next, we get 9 or 12 rupavachara chitta. We get 9 if we consider the 4 jhana system, or 12 if we consider the 5 jhana system. So these are the 3 or 4 kusala, vipaka, and kriya chitta. And then finally, we get the lokuttara. Again, according to the 4 or 5 jhana system, it will differ as 24 or 32. And these are the 3 or 4 kusala, magga, and vipaka phala chitta. Now, as you all know, chitta do not arise on their own. They arise together with cetasika, the mental factors. So together with this, we get 46 cetasika arising. And how do we get 46? From the total of 52, we deduct Vedanā, dosa, issa, maccariya, kukkucca, and vichikicca. So just to refresh our minds, why do we deduct these? We'll take Vedanā first. Vedanā is excluded from all 3 terms of this Matika. Therefore, we deduct Vedanā. Next, dosa, issa, maccariya, and kukkucca. These 4 are associated only with dosa chitta, consciousness associated with hatred. Now, none of these chitta, so we get only 2 such chitta, and these are always associated with domanassa. So they don't fall under our first term. Therefore, we exclude these 4. And finally, vichikicca, that is included only with vichikicca, moha, mula, chitta. So, because vichikicca citta is upekha sahagata chitta, again, that is excluded from the first term. So, Sukhāya vedanāya sampayuttā dhammā is classified under 3 khandha aggregates, 2 āyatana bases, 3 dhātu elements, and 3 ariya sacca noble truths. Now we'll take one by one and see how we get each of these classified under these categories. First, the aggregates. How do we get 3 aggregates? Now, we know that there are 5 aggregates in total. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. And under the first term, Sukhāya, vedanāya, sampayuttā, we don't get Rupa. And at the same time, because Vedana is excluded from all 3 terms, Vedana is also not included. In fact, Rupa is also not included in all 3 terms. So we can safely take out those 3 aggregates. So what we are left with are Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana. Sanya Cetasika, that is perception mental factor, is classified under Sanya Khandha. The remaining 45 Cetasika. Now, you must remember that you have to deduct Sanya from 46 to get the Sankhara Khandha. So, 46 minus perception, you get the remaining 45 Cetasika. That is Sankhara Khandha. And finally, the 63 Sukhāya, vedanāya, sampayuttā chitta are classified under Vijnana Khandha. That's how we get our 3 aggregates. Next, we move on to the 2 bases, the 2 āyatana. Altogether, we have 12 āyatana. The first 10 are exclusively for matter, rupa. And again, since we don't have any matter classified under Sukhāya, vedanāya, sampayuttā, what we get are the last 2 āyatana, which is the manāyatana and dhammayatana. All 63 chitta are classified under manāyatana, and all 46 cetasika are classified under dhammayatana. Next, we come to dhātu. Now, here we get 3 dhātu. So, if we recap, altogether we have 18 dhātu. The first 10 are rupa dhātu. They classify matter only. So, we can safely exclude all 10 of those. Next, from 11 to 14, we get the chakku vijnana dhātu, sota vijnana dhātu, gāna vijnana, chakku sota gāna vijnana dhātu, and jivha vijnana dhātu. Those 4 dhātu contain chitta, which are associated with equanimity. They are upekka sahagata chitta. Therefore, we don't get those 4 as well. So the first dhātu that we get when we look at the dhātu in order is the kaya vijnana dhātu. And we get the sukha sahagata kaya vijnana chitta, body consciousness accompanied by joy, classified under this dhātu. Next, we get the mano vijnana dhātu, and there we get the remaining 62 consciousness. Now, in total, we had 63. When we deduct the sukha sahagata kaya vijnana chitta, we are left with 62. And those 62 are classified under mano vijnana dhātu. And all of the 46 cetasika are classified under dhamma dhātu. And now we come to the last category, ariya sacca, the noble truths. So the easiest way to classify our analytical states under the ariya sacca is to divide them into 2 categories, mundane and supramundane. So we have 63 chitta and 46 cetasika. And when we divide these into 2 categories, we get 31 mundane chitta arising together with 46 cetasika. And under the supramundane category, we get 32 supramundane chitta and 35 cetasika. So what are these 31 mundane chitta? They are classified under the kāmāvachara and rūpāvachara bhūmi only. Remember, you don't get arūpāvachara because all arūpāvachara chitta are upekka sahagata. They are classified under the 3rd term, not the 1st term. So the kāmāvachara chitta that we get here are all the somanasa sahagata, or when it comes to the body consciousness, it's sukha vedana, Sukhāya vedana. And the rūpāvachara are the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th jhana chitta, when we consider the 5 jhana system. Now, once we categorize these into these mundane and supramundane groups, next we have to break down each of these analytical states into the Four Noble Truths. So if you recall the Four Noble Truths, we have Dukkha Sacca, Samudaya Sacca, Nirodha Sacca, and Magga Sacca. The first two, Dukkha Sacca and Samudaya Sacca, are mundane. Nirodha Sacca and Magga Sacca are supramundane. So all of these mundane things we have to think in terms of Dukkha Sacca and Samudaya Sacca. So because there is Lobha Cetasika here, we will classify the Lobha Cetasika under Samudaya Sacca. And then everything else, the remaining Dhamma, the 31 Chitta and the remaining 45 Cetasika, are classified under Dukkha Sacca. So it's very easy. Mundane Noble Truths are Dukkha Sacca and Samudaya Sacca. We have Lobha Cetasika coming under Samudaya Sacca, and then the remaining Dhammas will be classified under Dukkha Sacca. Now moving on to the supramundane side. Here we are taking 32 Chitta plus 35 Cetasika. Now the question, you might be having the question in your minds, why are there 35 Cetasika and not 36? Now remember, there are 36 Cetasika rising together with these supramundane Chitta. However, when we consider this particular Tika, Vedanā Tika, the Vedanā Cetasika is excluded. That's why the total becomes 35. So from 36 mental factors, we deduct Vedana to give 35 Cetasika in total. Now we need to break down these supramundane Chitta Cetasika so that we can classify them according to the supramundane Noble Truths. So we have Nirodha Sacca and Magga Sacca. Nirodha Sacca is not here because Nirodha Sacca is Nibbana. We have only Chitta Cetasika in this, under this term. So Magga Sacca is there, and we get the 8 Magganga, or the 8 path factors classified under Magga Sacca. And everything else, the remaining 16 Magga Chitta and the 27 other Cetasika, then the 16 Phala Chitta and the 35 Cetasika, these are outside the scope of the Four Noble Truths. Now, this is a table which summarizes what we mentioned in the previous slide. So we get 3 Noble Truths. Under Dukkha Sacca, we get the 31 mundane Chitta together with 45 Cetasika, excluding Lobha Cetasika. And Samudaya Sacca classifies the Lobha Cetasika. And Magga Sacca classifies 8 or 7 constituents of the path. Those are the Magganga, or the path factors, which arise together with the first, second, third, and fourth path consciousness. And finally, outside the scope of the Noble Truths, those are the ultimate realities that are not classified under Ariya Sacca. These are the 16 Magga Chitta, and there are 27 Cetasika, the 16 Phala Chitta, and there are 35 Cetasika. Now, just to refresh your minds, let's look at the path factors again, the 8 Maggangani. We get Samma Ditti, that is the Amoha Cetasika, or non-delusion. Samma Sankappa is Vitakka Cetasika. It is also a jhana factor, the first jhana factor. Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, and Samma Ajiva. These 3 are the 3 abstinences, or virati. Samma Vayama is Virya Cetasika, Samma Sati is Sati Cetasika, and Samma Samadhi, right concentration, is Ekaggata Cetasika. It's a universal mental factor. Now, 2 and 8, Samma Sankappa and Samma Samadhi, corresponds to Vitakka and Ekaggata. These are not only Magganga, not only path factors, but they are also jhana factors. Now, this table classifies the Lokuttara Chitta according to the 5 jhana system. So, the first column gives you the jhana, the second column gives you the different jhana factors that you find arising together with this consciousness. And in the third and fourth columns, you see the number of cetasika and the number of path factors that we get according to this Vedana Tika. So as I mentioned, the first, second, third, and fourth jhana are all associated with Sukha. So they are classified under Sukhāya, Vedanāya, sampayuttā, dhammā. And it is only the fifth jhana that is classified under the third term, Adukkamasuukkhāya, Vedanāya, sampayuttā, dhammā. The first jhana has the most number of cetasika because it has all 5 jhana factors. However, because Vedana is excluded from this matika, this term, sorry, not the term, but then the entire matika, we will deduct Sukha, which is one of the jhana factors, right? We are deducting it only because Sukhāya, Vedanāya, sampayuttā, dhammā doesn't include Vedana, right? So we deduct that. Now, out of 36 mental factors, when we deduct Vedana, we get a total of 35. The number of path factors will not change. It will be 8. And then the second jhana, because vitakka is eliminated, the total number of cetasika will be 1 less from the first jhana. So 35 minus 1, 34. And because vitakka is also a path factor, we get 7 path factors. So remember, vitakka is samma sankappa. Then the third jhana, we get vitakka and vichara, both are deducted. So now from 34, we deduct 1 more, we deduct vichara, we get 33. The number of path factors remain the same. And fourth jhana, we deduct piti in addition. So now from 33, we deduct piti. That brings us to 32. Again, path factors will not change. It's 7. Finally, when we come to the fifth jhana, Sukha is replaced by upekha. So the number will not change. And the total number of cetasika, therefore, will be 32. And the number of path factors will be 7. So that is how we get the total number of cetasika and the number of path factors according to the Vedana Tika. Now we move on to the next term, Dukkhāya, Vedanāya, sampayuttā, dhammā. And under this term, we get 3 chitta, 3 consciousness. And all 3 of these are kāmāvachara. They belong to the sense sphere plane. So these are the 2 dosa chitta, hatred-rooted consciousness, and the dukkha sahagata kaya viññāna, body consciousness accompanied by pain. And these are associated with 21 cetasika. And how do we get 21? It's because Vedana, Piti, Lobha, Mana, Ditti, Vichikiccha, and the 25 Sobhana Cetasika are excluded from this term. And again, if we recap, Vedana is excluded because Vedana is excluded from all 3 terms of this Tika. Piti, there cannot be zest or piti when there is domanassa. Therefore, piti is excluded. Lobha, mana, and ditti. These 3 cetasika are exclusively found arising together with lobha chitta. Therefore, those 3 are excluded. Vichikiccha is associated with the vichikiccha moha consciousness. Therefore, that is also excluded. And here we don't get any of the kusala, the maha vipaka, or any of the beautiful chitta. Therefore, the 25 sobhana, the beautiful cetasika, are taken out of this term. So here we get 3 khandha, 2 āyatana, 3 dhātu, and 1 ariya sacca. First, we'll look at the aggregates. Now again, we don't have any rupa under this term. Vedana is excluded from this term. Therefore, Rupa Khandha and Vedana Khandha does not come under this term. So we get only Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana. And as before, we take Sanya Chetasika, perception mental factor, under the Sanya Khandha, and the remaining Chetasika, so 21 minus perception equals 20 Chetasika. Those are classified under Sankhara Khandha. And finally, the 3 Chitta are classified under Vijnana Khandha. We get 2 āyatana out of the 12 āyatana. The first 10 are Rupa āyatana. They contain matter only. Therefore, we don't get those 10. So we are left with only manāyatana and dhammayatana. So the 3 Dukkhāya, Vedanāya, Chitta are classified under manāyatana, and the 21 Chetasika are classified under dhammayatana. Next, we come to dhātu. Out of the 18 dhātu, the first 10 are Rupa dhātu. They contain only matter, so we don't consider them. Next, we get Chakku, Sota, Gana, Jibha, Vijnana dhātu. All of these are accompanied by equanimity. Therefore, we don't get those 4. So the first dhātu that we get is the Kaya Vijnana dhātu, because it has the Dukkha Sahagata Kaya Vijnana Chitta. So there's one Chitta classified under Kaya Vijnana dhātu. So the remaining 2 dosa Chitta are classified under Mano Vijnana dhātu. And the 21 Chetasika are classified under Dhamma dhātu. And finally, ariya sacca, there is only one. It's only dukkha sacca. All 3 Chitta and 21 Chetasika are classified under dukkha sacca, because the Dukkhāya, Vedanāya, sampayuttā dhammā, all of the analytical states that are classified here are mundane. So the mundane noble truths are dukkha sacca and samudaya sacca. But because there is no lobha chetasika here, everything that we get under the Dukkhāya, Vedanāya, sampayuttā dhammā would be classified under dukkha sacca. Now we come to the last term, Adukkamasuukkhāya, vedanāya, sampayuttā dhammā. Here again, what we get are only Chitta and Chetasika. We get 5 Upekkha Sahagata Chitta and 46 Chetasika. The Chitta belong to all 4 planes, Kāmāvachara, there are 32, Rūpāvachara 3, Arūpāvachara 12, and Lokuttara 8. And the Rūpāvachara, Arūpāvachara, and Lokuttara Chitta are all, they all belong to the 5th jhana according to the 5 jhana system. And the 46 Chetasika, we deduct from 52 Vedanā, Pīti, Dosa, Issa, Maccariya, Kukucca, and that is how we get the 46. So here we get 3 khandha, 2 āyatana, 7 dhātu, and 3 ariya sacca. We'll take the aggregates first. Again, you don't find Rupa, and Vedana is excluded from this Matika. Therefore, we are left with Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana. And Sanya, perception mental factor, is classified under Sanya Khandha. The remaining 45 Chetasika are classified under Sankhara Khandha, and all 55 Chitta are classified under Vijnana Khandha. So here again we get 2 āyatana. We get only manāyatana and dhammayatana, because the first 10 rupa āyatana are not classified here. So under manāyatana we get the 5 upekkha sahagata chitta, and under dhammayatana we get the 46 chetasika. Dhātu we get 7. Now this is different to the other ones. Here the first 10 dhātu, if you consider the 18 dhātu, the first 10 are rupa dhātu, so we can safely exclude them. But starting from chakku vijnana dhātu, the 2 eye consciousness, the sota vijnana dhātu, the 2 ear consciousness, gana vijnana dhātu, the 2 nose consciousness, and jibha vijnana dhātu, the 2 tongue consciousness. These are all upekka sahagata. So we classify them here under the third term. The kaya vijnana dhatu is not classified here because one of the kaya vijnana is sukha sahagata and the other is dukkha sahagata. And those were classified under the first and second terms. So we don't get that dhatu here. So kaya vijnana dhatu is not considered here. Next we have mano dhatu and all three chitta, the two sampatichana and the panchadvara vajjana chitta that are classified under mano dhatu are here. So we take the mano dhatu. Now, so far we have got how many consciousness? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 consciousness. Now, the remaining, we said there's a total of 55 upekka sahagata chitta. 55 minus 11 is 44. These 44 chitta are classified under mano vijnana dhatu. And finally, the 46 mental factors are classified under dhamma dhatu. Now we come to ariya sacca. Again, the easiest way to classify the ultimate realities under ariya sacca is by dividing these analytical states into mundane and supramundane groups. So we get 55 Adukkamasuukkhāya vedanāya chitta and 46 cetasika. Out of these 55, 47 are mundane chitta and 8 chitta are supramundane. Together with these 47 chitta, we get 46 mundane cetasika. Now, what are these 47 mundane chitta? They're classified under kamavachara, rupavachara, and arupavachara. The rupavachara and arupavachara chitta belong to the 5th jhana according to the 5 jhana system. And the kamavachara chitta, we get 32, 4 upekka sahagata kusala, 6 akusala. That's the 4 lobha, which are upekka sahagata, and the 2 moha. Then we get 10 kusala vipaka. So how do we get 10? We get 4 maha kusala vipaka, and the remaining 6 are ahetuka kusala vipaka. And then we get 6 ahetuka akusala vipaka and 6 kriya. How did we get 6 kriya? 4 are maha kriya and 2 are ahetuka kriya. And the ahetuka kriya are the panchadvara vajjana and the manodvara vajjana. Next, we look at the supramundane. So supramundane, we get 8 chitta and 32 cetasika. Now the question arises, why are there 32 cetasika and not 36? And then under path factors also, I have mentioned only 7 path factors. So we will talk about this in the next couple of slides. But for now, we will see how these ultimate realities are classified under the noble truths. So we know that the mundane noble truths are dukkha sacca and samudaya sacca. So because we have lobha chitta here, we have lobha cetasika also. So lobha cetasika is samudaya sacca, and everything else that is mundane will fall under dukkha sacca. So we have 47 chitta and 46 minus lobha, that is 46 minus 1, we get 45 cetasika under dukkha sacca. The 7 path factors are magga sacca. We don't have nirodha sacca here because nibbana is not classified here. So everything that we did not classify under magga sacca is excluded from this matikas, from the noble truths. So what are they? The 4 magga chitta and 25 other cetasika, the 4 phala chitta and 32 cetasika. So this is the table that summarizes the 3 noble truths that we discussed in the previous slide. So we get three, the dukkha ariya sacca, dukkha sacca, samudaya sacca, and magga sacca. Dukkha sacca classifies the 47 mundane chitta and 45 cetasika, excluding lobha. And samudaya sacca classifies the lobha cetasika. And magga sacca, we get 7 path factors. And why do we get only 7 path factors? It's because we are considering only the 5th jhana. So when we talk about the 5th jhana, we know that vitakka, vichara, piti, those 3 mental factors are not present in the 5th jhana. And vitakka is right thought or samma sankappa. And because samma sankappa is not found in the 5th jhana, we get only 7 path factors. And that is why in the previous slide, we mentioned only 7 path factors. And outside the scope of the Noble Truths, we get 26 Magga Chittuppada and 33 Phala Chittuppada. We will talk about this further in the next couple of slides. So again, these are the 8 path factors, and Samma Sankappa and Samma Samadhi are also jhana factors. And looking at this table again, this we have already discussed. So we'll just look at only the 5th jhana, this last row, which gives us 32 cetasika in total and 7 path factors. And how we get the 32 is because vitakka, vichara, and piti are not included in the 5th jhana, and upekha is deducted from this particular deducted here because feeling is not included in this matika. So that's how we get 36 minus 4, 32. And because samma sankappa is not present in the 5th jhana, we get only 7 path factors. So again, why are there 32 cetasika and not 36? Usually we get 36 cetasika occurring together with the lokuttara chitta. But here in Adukkamasuukkhāya vedanāya dhammā, we are considering only the 5th jhana, the upekha ekaggata chitta only. So we will deduct vitakka, vichara, and piti from the 36. In addition, because Vedanā is not included in this triplet, we will deduct Vedanā as well. So 36 minus 4 mental factors, that's vitakka, vichara, piti, and Vedanā, will give us 32 cetasika. Why are there only 7 path factors? Again, here we are considering only the 5th jhana. Therefore, the mental factor vitakka, vichara, piti will not occur. And vitakka, initial application, is also a path factor, samma sankappa. Therefore, out of the 8 path factors, when we deduct samma sankappa, we are left with 7 path factors. Remember, vichara and piti are not path factors. Therefore, we don't deduct with vichara and piti from that 8 because those 2 don't belong to path factors. So what we get is the 8 path factors minus samma sankappa, and we are left with just 7 path factors. Now let's look at those that are outside the scope of the Noble Truths. We got 26 chittuppada, risings of consciousness occurring in the magga chitta, the path consciousness, and 33 chittuppada, risings of consciousness occurring in the phala chitta, the fruition consciousness. Now, how we get these 26 and 33, we'll have a look. So as we mentioned before, we get a total of 32 cetasika because we deducted Vedanā, vitakka, vichara, priti from the 36. So 36 minus 4, we get 32. And from this total of 32, we deduct the 7 path factors. Now remember, we are having only 7 path factors here. So 32 minus 7 plus we take the magga chitta as 1 chitta plus 1. We get 26 chittuppada occurring in the magga chitta. And for the fruition consciousness, we don't deduct the path factors. Therefore, 32 Cetasika plus 1 Palachitta gives us 33 Chittuppada occurring in the Palachitta. So with that, we come to the end of our talk. And this is a summary table which gives the khandha, āyatana, dhātu, and ariya sacca under the 3 terms. So as you can see, khandha and āyatana are the same in all 3. You get 3 khandha and 2 āyatana. And dhātu, Sukhāya vedanāya and Dukkhāya vedanāya, they are somewhat similar. You get 3 for each of them. And Adukkamasuukkhāya, we get 7. And ariya sacca is, of course, different. Sukhāya vedanāya sampayuttā and Adukkamasuukkhāya vedanāya sampayuttā, you get 3 each. Whereas in Dukkhāya vedanāya sampayuttā, you get only dukkha sacca. So it's time for questions. We already have a question in the chat. There's a question asking which magga chitta out of the 4 magga chittas are included when we are considering out of the scope of the noble truths. Right, so here the reason why we are taking only 1 chitta rather than all 4 chitta, or like if you take Sukhāya vedanāya, then there are 16 chitta, but we don't take all 16, we take only 1. It is because we are considering the Chittuppada. So Chittuppada means risings of consciousness, and we take chitta as 1 and the remaining mental factors together with it. But if we take 4, like in Adukkamasuukkhāya, we have 4 magga chitta. If we take 4 magga chitta, then we have to multiply the mental factors by 4. We can't take just the number of mental factors that you get in 1. That is why we take 1 instead of 4. So it's not that we are taking only Sotapanna or Sakadagami. It's not, that is not what we are considering here. We are taking the mind, just 1 mind together with the mental factors. And that is how we get the risings of consciousness. I hope it's clear. If it's not clear, you can ask, I can clarify further. These are the next, the days that we are going to have our next couple of lessons. And we will share merits now. Akkasattā ca bhummattā devanāga. Chiran rakkantu mam paraṇa. Idam me ñāti ñātayo. Idam me ñāti nang huntu sukitā huntu ñātayo. Idam me ñāti nang huntu sukitā huntu ñātayo. Imina punya kammena māme bāla samāgamo satan samāgamo hotu yāva nibbāna pattiya. Idam me punyang asavakkya vahang hotu. Idam me punyang nibbānassa paccayo hotu. Mama punya bhāgang sabba sattānam bhājemi. Te sabbe me samang punya bhāgam labantu. Buddha sāsanam chiran tiktatu. Buddha sāsanam chiran tiktatu. Buddha sāsanam chiran tiktatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so much.
Doctor.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu.
Doctor, thank you.
Thank you.
Sadhu.
Anumodana, teacher.